Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping in on Spacebit and we are at war. The NATO alliance has come after us hard, but we ain't making it easy. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here in my Spacebit account, and for those of you that don't know, Spacebit is a space empire building game where you get to battle with other alliances and earn Bitcoin for doing so, and it is completely free. So if this is the kind of game for you, pop on in and have a go. Okay, so right now, like I said, our alliance is at war with NATO. Now NATO is basically the big boy, the head honcho numero uno when it comes to the leaderboard. If we check out here, there is NATO. They have their war points of 4,561,059. We were actually in third place, but since this war has started, we have climbed up into second place with 1,325,031 points. Now NATO, I think pretty much every single one of these planets has over 1 million GP glory points, if not more, and not wanting to bring their wrath on us any further, but I do think they thought we were going to be a bit of an easier target than we have been. And basically due to teamwork and, you know, people helping each other out and stuff like that, we are putting up a bit of a dogfight. And we certainly are giving them a run for their money. So one of the things I would like to bring your attention, and that has massively helped me out in this game, is something that was added a little while ago. I've only just got into using it, and I have found that it's brilliant. I love it. It does cost you a little of in-game currency. You don't need to put anything in the game. You just build up your KSK and then you can purchase this from the shop. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you, basically, for any of you that encounter NATO, this is the kind of thing that they will do. And if we go into battle, right, so this is Medvedev, right? So Medvedev is I don't know if he's the top man or one of the top people in NATO, but they attacked me one day before we were due to go to war, with the idea of obviously absolutely obliterating me. They would know I was the leader, although I was not the strongest. I think the idea was to basically take me out completely, and then, you know, for us to sort of say, oh, well, you know, let's surrender or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, so they did that, and they actually attacked a couple of other alliances the day before we were due to go to war, with the idea of weakening our forces. And I had hardly any ships at all. But like I say, as an alliance, as a team, we pulled together. And for those people that had been hit quite hard at the beginning of the war, other people chipped in using the delivery option that is available in the alliance, which is absolutely brilliant. So basically you can send resources, ships, and that back and forth to each other to help each other out, you know, should this happen. The main reason I'm telling you this is basically I know many people watch my videos, and for those of you that are maybe in other alliances, this is the kind of thing that NATO might well do to you. Now, some people that I won't mention because, you know, we're all entitled to our opinion. Some people called this tactic of NATO slightly underhanded. Now, for me, I just remember the old saying is that all is fair in love and war. And that is what we're at. We are at war. Even when we're not at war, we're essentially at war. Because the idea is, with the game, is that we build our alliances and our empires bigger and bigger with the idea to become the ultimate force in the universe and therefore earning as much Bitcoin as possible. Like I have mentioned in other videos as well, if you get involved in this game to earn cryptocurrency from this game, you have to be connected with an alliance. And for those of you that don't know a whole lot about Spacebit, but think it looks like a fun and interesting way to earn yourself some free crypto, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to the playlist. Now, the playlist has a few videos in there. I personally would advise to check them all out. They all have different hints, tips and advice in there, which gives you a better idea and a better understanding of what you need to be doing to get your accounts up and running to earn yourself some of those free coins. And if you go right the way through to the end of this video, that link will be there also, so you can just click straight on it and get watching. Now, my alliance, I think we've got like 16 players, and I am looking to start possibly closing the door on my alliance, basically because I don't want to get the alliance too big, because I want everybody to get a good share of the Bitcoin that we earn. Also, as I mentioned earlier or in previous videos, the game is currently in alpha. So essentially all the battles and wars that we are having right now are essentially testing for the developers behind the scenes to pick up any bugs or anything that might not be working quite right, for us to report that and or for them to see that and then fix it. But so currently at the moment we are not actually earning crypto, but the war itself, if we drop in here, so the basically says the first season will begin soon, and when that season begins, that means that the game will be in beta, and from that point we will be earning Bitcoin. So right now, essentially, these are the numbers that are being displayed, and if you can get in the top 10 or top 10, have your alliance in the top 10, you are going to earn a minimum of 20,000 Satoshis. Obviously, the higher you go, the more you're going to earn. Top place is going to get like $25 worth, or 250,000 Satoshis. We currently are at 200,000, but obviously, like I say, this is an unofficial season. But when the season itself, when the first season is properly launched, these are the kind of numbers. I mean, obviously, being in alpha, these numbers here could well just be a guide, and they could change, i.e. increase, when the seasons actually start. I don't know if that's the case, but you never know. You know, these numbers could not be the numbers we're fighting for. Anyway, so after Medvedev had attacked me and left me absolutely annihilated, what was the thing that I mentioned earlier that really got me back from the brink? And this is it. If we go into here and we go to, is it this one? Is it this one? I think it's this one. No, it's not that one. It's that one. Yeah, okay. So basically, what I did was I hired this person. Obviously, we can look at the other advisors, and if you see the benefits, so basically with this one, you'll get a 10% increase on buildings, construction time, and 5% on spaceship speed. So basically, it increases how fast your ships will go, but it'll also cut down the amount of time your buildings take to construct. This one, you'll get a 2.5. So basically, it boosts your ship's damage by 2.5%, i.e., I'm assuming the damage that those ships will do on other ships, and 5% on your spy ability. And this one give you 10% on resource production, so obviously increase how fast you are producing your metals, your crystals, your plastics, and I can't remember what the other one was, but those, and 10% on spaceship crystal consumption. So essentially the requirement of crystal to be used to send your spaceships out to collect resources or out to attack, that is going to drop by 10%, which are all great benefits. But if we take this one here, which is the one I took, it will cost you 8,000 KSK. I think when I took it, I was at about 13,000 KSK. A lot of people are hanging on to their KSK because of the upcoming release of the planetary NFTs, which basically, if you purchase an NFT, a planet NFT, I believe you purchase it in KSK, so that's why people are hanging on to it. But also, the great thing of what it does is it basically adds another planet to your arsenal, essentially, and then you can colonize that planet with more spaceships, with more settlers, scientists, builders, and workers, to build that planet up to be an extension of your own empire. So that's why a lot of people are hanging on to the KSK. But the thing is like I say, I just needed to get stuff going as fast as possible. And if we look at the benefits, you'll see that I've still got 4 days, 7 hours, and 49 minutes left before that runs out. So for your 8,000 KSK, you get 7 days worth of use out of this advisor. The benefits are remove ads, which I'm not really fussed about, but it increases your daily max KSK found in missions. So basically, when you send out your spaceships and then you find KSK on when collecting the other resources, it will boost that from 100 to 200, which obviously is essentially a good way of clawing back some of what you've spent on this advisor in the first place. So that's cool. Increases the daily max item find in missions from 2 to 5, so that the items, I believe, are things like boosts and stuff like that you can find when making missions. Also as well, it might just generally be the resources as well. Add buildings to, and now this is why I got it. These last few things where it says add buildings to queue and add constructions to scheduler. So basically what that has allowed me to do is we can go into buildings, just as give you an example, and as long as you've got to make sure obviously you have the resources and that you've got a good amount up here, but this one is what is building right now, so my plastics refinery. But and then you'll see here, I added my hangar as a secondary. So as soon as this runs out, so in 10 hours, 48 minutes and 54 seconds, that will be completed, and then automatically my hangar will then start building. And then, but the great thing with this is that it also works in the laboratory. So any of your laboratory ones you can see here, you can see that my strategy is at level 9 currently, and we're building to level 10, and we can add any of these to the next queue. So that is great, but you can do the same thing in your hangar. So when you're building ships, you can say, right, I want to build this amount of ships, and then after that I want to build another ship and this amount of that. So you could say, right, I want to build 100 bombers, and then after that I want to build 100 speeders, and then after that I want to build 10 motherships. Or you want to build lower level ships, you can build light fighters, you can build whatever you want, but you can add them all to a queue, and as long as you've got the resources, that will just constantly be building, which means that when I go to sleep, after I've collected all my resources and I've defended my planets a few times and stuff like that, everything is building. So, like, you know, I'll wake up in the morning and I might have built maybe 600 ships overnight. And the same thing goes for your defenses. You can say, I want, you know, 500 shooting stations. And then after that, I want 300 laser turrets. And then after that, I want the third one, which I can't remember what it is. You know, and like I say, this is essentially what has pulled me back from the brink, because even when I'm not at my computer, my account is building all of these items. So like I say, I'll wake up in the morning and we've got loads more than what we left. And that is what has really helped me in this war. And without that, I would have been massively struggling. And, you know, I did actually, a while after Medvedev, I think it was on the second day of the war, I was attacked by another member of their alliance, which I successfully won. But then I was attacked again by that same person, which they sent a larger force. And unfortunately, that time I should have essentially tuck-tailed and run, because I knew they were going to send a larger force, because I think they expected to beat me the first time. Obviously, I beat them. They were not happy. They were like, I'm going to get revenge. And they sent a much larger force. And I knew that's what was going to happen. Like I say, I should have sent my fleet away for a short period of time and then come back. I didn't do that. And basically, once again, I sort of lost a lot of ships. But again, because we've got this sort of schedule, this construction schedule and building ship schedule that we can set up using this option of buying the advisor from the marketplace. Even though I lost ships, I've woken up today and all the ships that I've lost, I have replaced overnight. So like I say, that for me is definitely one of the better things that have been added to the game. Obviously, the developers at Spacebit are adding stuff all the time, improving stuff all the time. I know there's a lot more stuff to come. Cyril has definitely told me there is more stuff to come, so I'm really excited. And I'll be quite honest, just on a very basic sort of to finish off, I've loved playing this game. When I first started before the alliances and before the wars, I thought, yeah, it's okay, it's fun, you know, I can spend a bit of time in here and stuff like that. But with the addition of the alliances, the wars, and basically, you know, how you're sort of having to communicate with your alliance and basically help each other out and stuff like that, I am finding it massively entertaining and really fun to use. So if you're into sort of strategy games and you're looking for one that is a P2E and you can earn Bitcoin through, try out Spacebit. For me, it is absolutely brilliant, and I think it is only going to get better going forward. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. If you could smash that like button, it really supports my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.